Hey guys, we've run into Miss Anna Dutton. Now, for those of you who don't know Anna, she's a wedding dress designer, quite a fashionista.
Try to be.
Try to be. I've seen like quite a lot of your photos and stuff like that, Anna. Seems like you follow like a lot of 50s styles.
Yeah.
You do like the sort of the pin-up sort of
right.
dress code.
Yeah,
and that.
love the 50s style, love 50s fashion.
Yep.
Bit of 50s cars, obviously. Very into that. So yeah, 57 Chev would definitely be my favourite.
Your favourite?
I would love one of those, but...
Any plans to ever get one?
My husband would probably shut that down because he tells me no more cars, and being a spray painter, he always says, you're not getting an old car, they're full of rust, blah, blah, blah. So
we know that firsthand.
Hence why we have a modern plastic car.
Yes.
But yeah, I feel that a 57 Chev would be right up my alley. I do love them.
Yeah.
My parents had one when they first started dating in the 60s.
Yes.
So yeah, but most mum and dad were born in 1950, so I feel like their upbringing and all that kind of stuff sort of rubbed off on me a little bit as well.
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel like I'm born in the wrong era with the things that I like, but you know, I just try and bring the fashion in a little bit.
That's it.
Not too serious. But
when did you start designing, or well, basically dressmaking, designing clothes and that sort of stuff? Where did that come from?
I started sewing probably around 4. My mum was a really well-known bridal designer back in the day. She also sold Benina sewing machines through Fields department store, which is obviously long gone. And she used to work for Lambert's, which was like a fabric store, ladies store, that sort of stuff back in the day. And she also used to zoom around town in a 340 Charger. So mum and dad did Speedway for 14 years before I was born, so I was a rev head before I was born.
Was it in your blood? Yeah.
You know, they always had Valiants, and then like it's just kind of gone from there. You can't take the car out of the girl.
Very nice. You also do a lot of photography and that sort of stuff as well.
Yeah, so probably back 2013 I decided, you know, after watching, you know, observing, it's just another extension of my creativity. But one of the main reasons why I started doing it is being a bridal designer, all the work and hours that I put into my gowns for the detailing is really, really important. And at that stage I was getting, you know, wedding photos back from my clients to say, thank you so much for my dress, you know, here's some photos. But I wasn't capturing any of that detail that I was you know, putting into the gowns, and there was that was missing, which is really important for me. And obviously it's very important for my portfolio. It's really important for my work to speak to potential clients to want to come and see me. So I decided to pick up the camera, and just with the help of a few photography friends, just giving me some advice and some pointers, and basically just practicing and organising just some photo shoots with some girls to model my dresses. I just basically, just built on that and just learnt new things over the years. Yeah. I'm not going to say I'm the best photographer, I just do me. But I also love capturing cars. Yes. So I do attend a lot of the True Streetcar Mackay meets and capture everyone's cars and I really love doing that because their meets are always late in the afternoon. So the lighting is really lovely, so you get that beautiful golden lighting in that as well.
Very nice.
So it keeps me busy. For someone who has a chronic illness, and most people don't work and have a pretty hard time, I've worked really hard to keep my mind busy, and I found that that's been a good tactic to keep going. And I think I'm just kind of a really tough, resilient person anyway. So I couldn't give up my cars and my sewing. I literally sew every day of my life.
And how does Anna Dutton let her hair down?
I go to the drag strip.
You go to the drag strip?
Yeah, so probably once a month I go to pretty much every test and tune for the last probably 7 or 8 years, unless I've got a wedding on a Saturday. You'll generally see me at the test and tune. I just love racing and just getting to go fast in my car legally. So that's probably the main thing, or just going for a cruise. If you've had a big day, I just love to jump in the Senny and take her for a lap to Lambert's Beach or to the harbour, and even if it's just 15 minutes and you jump out and do a few car photos and then go home, you just feel really refreshed. So
very nice.
Yeah, the car's kind of a bit of a a bit of a friend, even though she doesn't talk back.
Yes. And what is your car?
So it is a 2011 HSV Senator, 6.2 litre supercharged.
Yeah.
So I chose to go with the Magnuson supercharger. And she runs on E85 now as well.
Yep.
So that definitely gives you a big boost to your horsepower.
Yep.
Obviously, I always joke, I got the supercharger for the whine and the E85 for the smell.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys are always like chasing big horsepower figures, but I just had no expectations. I just did it because, like I said, whine and the smell.
Yep.
It's all, the noises, the smells, all that goes with the car.
Very nice.
Car life. So yeah, that's what I enjoy.
When you brought your car, what
Yep.
sort of times were you running down the drag strip?
So when I first bought it in 2016, hubby said, you're not taking to the drag strip, and I did anyway. And absolutely bone stock, it did a 13.6.
Yep.
I got out and I was literally like shaking because prior to that I was just racing my Alloy Tech VZ Ute.
Yep.
And her best was 15.9, so this felt like an absolute rocket ship compared to that.
Yeah.
So and then we just gradually just did the modifications in different stages. So the next stage was just like OTR, exhaust system and a tune.
Yep.
And that saw me break into probably about a 12.5.
Yep.
And then this car does have a lot more potential, but I keep it super safe timing and everything because I just see so many people's engines going kaboom.
Yes.
And my anxiety just won't allow for that. So we've got super safe timing in her and everything. So on the E85, she's around the 670 at the moment.
Yep. 670 horsepower
At
the
the
rear
wheels.
Yep.
At the wheels. So I've sort of been told she'd easily make 700, but once you sort of get it up there with your stock block and all that kind of stuff, it just gets a bit you're just waiting for something to happen. So I'd rather play it safe and I always say it's more than enough power for a girl. It's fun, it makes all the noises, it does all that.
What sort of times are you getting out of it now?
So look, the PB that we have, like the best we've got before we did fully 85 was 11.4.
Yep.
I was trying to beat that in December late last year, because we've now got a built 6L80E, so we sent the auto away to be built, we've got a stall converter, and then we're fully 85. But we were finding with the data logging that heat soak was affecting it quite badly.
Yep.
So we were just consistent all day in that really bad heat, just like the 11.4, 11.5. But our 60 foots had improved. They were probably the best I'd ever had. And the car just performed beautifully. Like there was, according to data logging, there was no dramas going on with it. The car wasn't slipping or sliding. It was just bogged down and just went beautifully. You can see from the videos. So she was performing very, very consistently.
Nice.
So while there are boys that will say it should be running 10s and this and that, I'm not really concerned what others think.
Yeah, you're just out to have fun.
I'm there to have fun. I'm not going to send it till I blow my motor just to prove points and look at me sort of thing. I don't care what others are doing. This is just solely my car, what I'm doing. I'm not competing with anyone.
This is your outlet.
It's my outlet. It's my fun. I could go crazy and spend a bunch more money and whatever, but I'm pretty happy where it is because I can drive this on the street.
Yep.
I can race it at the track. I can drive to the track. I can drive home from the track. So that's all you could ask for. And like last year, I drove it to Rocky Nats. We chucked the drag radials on. I raced at Rocky Nats in the street drags. I don't think there was many women doing it, so that was kind of cool as well. Saturday I got 3 runs, and Sunday I got 3 runs before I got eliminated.
Yep.
So one of my highlights of that was racing Jay from Tiny Towing. The only reason why I didn't get knocked out of that run is because he broke out of his time bracket, so he went too fast. So I got to go a second time and beat the guy I went against second. But third run, the guy was quite a bit faster than me. So, but I didn't care. It was just I was racing at Rocky Nats, got heaps of cool pictures, and it was probably one of the
It's
best
the atmosphere,
experiences. Yeah, the
yeah.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like just cruising down the street with thousands of people yelling out, you know, oh, it's a senator, or rev it up, or whatever, you know, like it's just the atmosphere is amazing. Like, yeah,
very nice.
Really fun experience.
No, well, thank you very much for your time, Anna.
No worries.
If anyone's like interested in following you or finding out about your designs and that sort of stuff that you do, how do people find you?
So the best way is either Instagram or Facebook, and you just search Anna Dutton Couture. So, and then if you're looking for photography, it's basically just Anna Dutton Couture Photography on Facebook or Instagram. I always say go to Insta because it's just a visual diary, whereas, you know, Facebook, you've got to scroll through all the posts and all that. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Instagram.
No, awesome. Righto guys, if you've liked anything you've seen here today on Dustybootz Outdoors, please give us a big like, big share. Share that to all your friends. Thank you very much, Anna, for your time.
No
if
worries.
you want to look Anna up, please jump on Insta, check out her work. It's amazing. It's quite different. Anyone what would you say, your school formals, weddings, that sort of stuff. If anyone from Mackay or in this North Queensland area, they know who Anna is, and check it out. Cheers, guys.